Welcome to HotCox. It's a good morning. Good morning to you.
Good morning to you, sir. Good morning.
A great weekend. A lot of things happened. A lot of things to watch. A lot of esports. What did you watch this weekend?
Mostly was tuned into StarLadder. I was actually visiting my good family at home in Northern California, but I did have plenty of time to catch some good old dotes in the early morning, which was StarLadder.
I watched some StarLadder. I watched some Brood Wars. I watched a lot of...
Give me that water, Rob.
Rob, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
I watched lots of NFL football. But we're here to talk about StarLadder show priority. So this is a new show.
Yeah, explain this. Explain this,
so
Ken. Why are we doing this right now?
So we think that people don't have time to watch all the Dota. There's too much Dota.
There's a lot.
There's too much.
I mean, and I felt like this was a lighter weekend. I feel like it's in future weekends it could be multiple events. There'll be like a major
and then a major or a minor. Yeah. But I think that people don't have enough time to watch, so we're gonna do it for them, and we're focusing on the memes. So this is what's important. Who cares who won? We don't even care about that.
No, the Dota is irrelevant totally.
Yeah,
we're just outside of that.
We're just gonna watch the out-of-game content that includes interviews, loser ceremonies, winner ceremonies, all the content that they make.
Any
the
extra
intros,
content,
all that stuff.
Yeah,
team walkouts,
interviews, the intros. You know, when they make those clips to learn more about the players, maybe stuff that happened in the arena organically that they were able to catch. Pretty much everything that happened outside of the Dota 2 and more of the show.
Yeah, exactly. So this is called show priority. You know, if you didn't watch StarLadder this weekend, you can follow along with us. We're gonna summarize everything you need to know about it. By the way, Liquid won. I'm wearing a Liquid shirt. Spoiler alert! Spoilers.
Yeah, Liquid do it. No TI curse.
No TI curse.
We're not huge Dota analysts here, so that's why we're not here to talk about like
they
did it because
suck
of
at
drafting.
Yeah, we suck at all that, and the patch is gonna make it irrelevant. Who even needs to know about that stuff anyway, right? Yeah, who cares?
7.07's coming. That's all we care about.
Yeah, soon. Do you want to do like one of those streams where we think it's coming and we just like sit on camera and we just wait for it?
You build it up by saying,
"We will
patch hype countdown."
Yeah,
and we just put up a timer that's actually going upward instead of downward, and people are just like, "When's it happening? When's it coming?" We're like, "We don't know, but we're here."
No, we should stream like starting this Thursday because we think it might be this week, right? It might be this week.
Everyone's just like the event's over because when you think about it, it's like if they want to be able to get it in and have people test it out a bit before the next event.
Is it going to be after the major? It's either this week or after the major, I think.
After the major. You don't think they would creep it in just... I think that, yeah, you can't creep it in just before the major.
You can't do it right before the major, so they're going to give them at least a week. So it's this week or after the major. So I think what we should do is we should start streaming at 3 p.m. or 2 p.m. this Thursday and just go until the patch comes out.
Yeah.
What do you think?
We're here, F5. We're just ready for it.
We're just sitting here F5 and we can do shit here in the meantime.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Okay,
I mean, that's all I'm waiting
for. We could do a movie buffed. We could do a bunch of stuff in the time that we wait. You know, talk about hackers until the patch comes out.
It's like mid hacker talk. Just patches out. There's like an alarm going off and everything, and then let's
get an alarm. I want an alarm. But okay, so that's what the show is about. That's what we're gonna talk about. We're only gonna talk about the memes. So I don't know how long this is gonna take. We have all these clips queued up. I haven't seen any of them. So I've
seen them all because I grabbed what I could, put them together.
You're gonna have to explain to me some of these.
Some of them I'll have to explain a bit. Some of them I didn't have to grab myself. Some of them were posted up from the community itself because they thought it was.
These are the most popular clips from the event. So before we get into StarLadder, something else happened this weekend.
Yes, what many people may not know, based on the numbers, is that there were 2 events happening this past weekend. In addition to the StarLadder Minor, there was a major
it was
Dota
All-Stars. Dota All-Stars. Do we have that graphic of what it is?
Yeah, I remember getting this put out originally by Wikram.
Okay, here it is.
Credit to Wikram. I think he put this one together.
It is 4 world-class teams. Do we know who are the teams? It was Optic, TNC.
TNC.
Couldn't have been that world class if you can't remember the other 2.
I'm telling you, man, I was watching a lot of StarLadder.
Okay, all right, it's fine. I watched the StarLadder finals. I watched the finals. Okay, so they have look at all this stuff: Rising Stars Challenge, 1v1 challenge, man versus machine. I don't know any of that.
I mean,
who won the celebrity game? I don't know.
This looks like it would have been a pretty hype event just based on the flyer right here. I would have been like, yeah, I'd check this out. I love Dota, but
did Wikram make this?
It looks like Wikram's
Wikram made this.
It looks like
it's too organized for them to actually make it.
It makes fabulous graphics.
Yeah,
and stuff.
Wikram's
but
amazing.
Nobody was really watching this event. It was, not timed the best because it was happening.
One ticket for 500 PHP. How much is 500 PHP? Eric, Google that shit. What's? Huh? VP and IGV.
VP was there?
Really? Okay, Eric, how much is 500 PHP? All I know is PHP is a type of website.
Filipino money, right?
It is not.
I feel like we sound so
Can we get the $5? You could have went to this for $5. $9?
What? I thought there were people posting on Reddit that this was an expensive event.
$9, dude.
I heard it was either expensive or they didn't get enough for the money.
$9 is a lot if your average take is not that much. You know, so I don't know what the average monthly take in Philippines is, but
I gotta say though, from the few clips that I tuned into this event, it didn't seem pretty entertaining.
So we're gonna watch the top 10 clips from All-Star Weekend. We have not seen these. We don't know anything about this event. So
did you guys watch it? I didn't.
Hit us with number 10. Can you hit us with number 10, Eric?
Number 10.
Number 10.
The non.
There's only 6 that aren't gameplay. Oh, all right. Hit us with the top 10 non-gameplay picks. So hit number 10. It doesn't matter if it's 50. Hit us with number 10. We're ready. Sorry. I did not prepare Eric properly for this. Do not blame him. This is my fault for not telling him how we want to do it.
It's very organic, and that's good. I'm excited to see what went down here. Now, this was not for any sort of points system. I don't even know if there was money. Did they say there was money? There was like a movie being filmed?
They were filming a movie. PPD is going to be in the movie. That's what I'm excited about. Okay. I will continue talking.
PPD was also live streaming from the event too with his team in like the locker room
like
and stuff.
IRL.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, there they are.
Feeling ready for this today?
Yeah, we're ready. We're excited to play. Get some LAN experience.
All right, Manila, we'll give it up for Optic Gaming before their match. They need the energy. Let's hear it. Optic Gaming, boys and girls. All right, boys, get to your booths. It's time.
They're always so
Ladies and gentlemen, the game is about to begin. Our first series of the day, TNC versus Optic Gaming. It's going to be some hell of good. Gentlemen, I didn't know you had songs.
Okay. So
right. I don't know why that clip was super popular, but that's a good start. That's a good start.
So Slacks get tired? Is that man ever gonna get tired? I think.
I don't think so. I think there's just a Slacks mode.
Will people get tired of Slacks if he works every event? Now that's the question. Slacks is like a commodity, right? We love Slacks.
Yeah, but who could fill that void if he steps away from an event? Do you think that is a?
I don't think that void needs to be filled. I think Slacks, if he's too much in if you see him every weekend, you might get tired and bored of him because he has the same kind of like, he doesn't really, it's kind of the same stick. It's great. We love him, but you don't want to see him every weekend. I feel like you need to miss him a little bit to like really appreciate him.
Oh yeah.
You can't eat like chocolate cake constantly every night for dessert and then still like it the next day.
Gotta switch it up.
Yeah.
Gotta get vanilla involved. Throw Breaky up on that stage or something. I don't know. But
all right.
Yeah. No, I agree. But
okay, that
look
looked
at that
nice.
stage.
That
you
looked
see that
good,
stage?
yeah.
Now our audio listeners, I suggest you check out our YouTube VOD so you can catch all these clips visually. But
can we turn up the volume internally, so we can hear it better? Because I feel like we're gonna need to.
The stage though seemed pretty hype. It was nicely done, very well lit. The audience was super into it. Seemed like it had a fair turnout.
I think they picked the right teams. I think Optic's pretty popular in Asia. Zai is at least, and so is PPD. So let's hit us with the next one.
And if I remember right, there was no prize money for this, so they're just doing it LAN experience, movie.
Aren't we curious? Kung anong pangalan niya talaga, diba? It's not even interesting. It's not even a cool review.
Sige. I think there would be no prizes, so no prizes, but I would want to make somebody guess. Can you guess?
People know my name.
No, seriously, just the real name.
Right.
Can you make a guess? Because we are about to go down anyways.
Please,
and ask people.
Do people go to this?
Please don't fall.
All right, bro.
Please do fall.
Guess
this is
my
such
name,
a bad
bro.
idea.
Guess
Not
my
a bad
name.
idea. This is great.
All right, so they're going down to the audience. Guess what?
What is my name?
Jake Ganner.
You say my name,
Oh
dog.
my
Say
God.
it. Wow, what a great guess. You know what?
Good research. Congratulations. Thank you so much.
How about
Can we have a photo with you?
What?
Guess my name. You could have Googled that.
I know. On the way down from the stage, I could have Googled the name.
That was good.
Thank you. All right, how about we ask some real questions, all right?
Come on.
Okay.
So it sounded like it was
Sound
a
like
bit
they
of
prepared a lot for the stuff they're gonna do.
It's a segment. It's a piece that they
Guess
did
his name.
probably between games, and they felt,
boy.
you know, I guess maybe especially in the Philippines or in Southeast Asia or whatever, they recognize him more as Slacks, and they might not know him as a person at all.
That is,
I'm really reaching here right now. I'm reaching.
They're gonna know his name, okay? Slacks is a very popular guy. For some reason, so Slacks' humor is a lot. I wouldn't say so. Some people when they watch Slacks, they think his humor is very like big and huge, and that's true. But a lot of times, the way Slacks makes humor is very side and like subtle. The way he's self-deprecating.
You mean like under the breath kind of humor stuff?
Yeah, he'll like
Popeye almost.
He'll say something really big, and then on the side he'll be like, "And that's why my dad didn't love me." Like, you know, like he'll say some shit like right at the end.
Yeah.
And I actually don't think that the Asian fans get that part from him. They only see the
Mickey
big
Mouse
goofy clown.
He's like a big Dota mascot.
Big goofy
Chuck E.
clown
Cheese
side.
kind of a thing.
So they don't appreciate that side of him. But they will know his name. That there's no one that's not gonna.
What
guess
would have
that
been a
incorrectly.
more appropriate trivia question? Like guess his sign, maybe.
His weight.
Guess his
Guess
weight.
his weight.
Oh my god! put the man on blast
Guess his
right
weight.
there in front of everybody.
I think guess his weight's better. I'm gonna load up the chat on my phone, by the way. Just
And
so we can,
by the way, who was the other host?
I don't know who that is. I think that's someone local, probably.
I mean, I will say she seemed charismatic at least.
Yeah, I think
you
it was
gotta
good.
have that. But I think that's like a natural thing for a lot of them.
Sorry,
I have personal
I'm only
experience.
showing chat right now.
What are you looking up right now?
I'm just putting up the chat
Oh, you
so we
fiend.
can watch it. You know.
All right. Now you made me lose my train of thought.
Sorry.
Oh, I was like, yeah, she seemed naturally charismatic and great as a host, but that could just be a Filipino thing. My wife.
I
liked.
liked
They love
she.
singing,
I
they
felt
love
she
having
was.
a mic in their face.
I felt she was dressed appropriately with him. Sometimes they mismatch the hosts really
That's true.
badly. Have you ever
That's
seen
true.
where all the players are dressed like pro players, and then the host, which is usually a female host, is oftentimes extremely overdressed?
like Oscar glamored out.
Yeah, like
sometimes
super
even.
dressed. Like I think her dress was really good.
That's a good note to make because I want to say that is something that was not the case at StarLadder. I felt like there was more of an appropriate, probably wardrobe.
Yeah, they
in
did
that
a good
case.
job.
So something to
Yeah,
think
I liked
about.
it.
No, you're right. They definitely could be over glamorified, and it makes it just more of a contrast. And like this is just awkward right now. So you don't want to be adding extra.
Hit us
tension.
with the next All-Star clip.
So we're learning a lot about the event already.
I know this event's fun. Okay.
Goodness.
All right.
They got rid of slacks.
And marami pa tayo surprises para sa inyo, guys. Sinong gusto ng giveaways? Ayan. Ng Arcana. Ay, iba. Sinong gusto si Ann? Sinong gusto ng kiss mula kay Bianca?
They're giving her away?
Ayan.
Ganon.
Ano, gantihan, di ba, kahapon?
Sige, mamaya ka sa akin. Mamaya ka sa akin, ginaganyan mo ako. Pero bago ang lahat, may mga...
Yeah, I don't
I wonder why that was. I
think
on
that
there.
was
Oh,
an
boy.
an Arcana giveaway. I'm pretty sure.
Okay,
I heard
all right.
Arcana and giveaway. There was kind of a funny
Was
moment.
the girl on the left the one that was the reacting to the Macho Man?
Yes.
Was that the same girl?
I do recognize her.
I recognize her. She doesn't know braces
Bianca?
anymore.
Bianca, I think her name, something like that.
Her braces came off. No
Yeah,
more braces.
yeah.
So,
All right, firstly, those girls.
was it the same
unfortunately,
girl? Can chat confirm with us? Is that the same girl that? No, I think Bianca definitely is a Dota fan. Someone in the chat says they're just paid actors. I think it was the same girl.
No. I recognize, Bianca. I keep saying that. I hope that's her name. I feel bad if it's not.
It's Bianca.
Yeah, she's definitely an avid Dota player and figure, at least over in the Philippines. But it looked like at the beginning of that, she just like cut her off and she gave her like one of those like looks.
Yeah,
you see that at the beginning.
I think they were talking about the meta. I think they were like,
Wait, talking about the meta?
Yeah, they were like, do you think Necrolite's gonna get banned?
Wait,
I think that's what they were talking about.
You're crazy, dude.
I think that's what
It's like they're doing a giveaway, and it looked like the first one like stepped on her toes about it. She was about to say it. She's like, "Yeah, giveaway." She's like, "Whoa, okay, fine." Watch the beginning.
Giveaway!
I don't know. I want to watch the beginning again. Can we watch the very beginning?
No.
You don't want to watch. We can cut it off right after.
Do it again.
Now I want to see the beginning.
Okay.
She looked like she was like.
She cut her off. Let's see.
She cut her off. I want to see her get cut off, and then we can move on. Ready?
Mateo. And marami pa tayo surprises.
All right, we can move on.
Okay, next. She was about to speak, and the other one just started yelling.
Like trying to say something like simultaneously, and she's like, you know what, you could take over, whatever.
Okay. Okay, can I just say some languages do not sound good when they're yelled. I know Chinese is one of them. Korean sounds okay.
What sounds good yelled?
Korean sounds okay when they yell in the pro gaming. They yell like.
I feel like German loud would be very frightening.
Yeah, when Korean casters yell, I kind of like it. When Chinese casters yell, it doesn't sound as good.
Korean
and that's coming from someone who's Chinese, so I'm allowed to say that. I'm allowed to make fun of my own language.
Korean hype is very hype. Very
like
hype.
They're like, you know, it's okay. Next, next language, next clip. Yeah, next clip. Let's go.
Hold up.
What? There's like 3 of them.
They're hitting every note in the book right now as far as player.
All right, can we run this? Hold on. Turn off the music and let's run it at 1/4 speed.
Now
1/4 speed. 1/4 speed.
If you're not watching right now, this is an Optic Gaming.
Here we go. Optic Gaming intro. Is this the slowest it can go? Eric? All right, well, this is the slowest it can go. Let's go.
What?
This is gonna take.
You
forever.
ready looking to break this one apart?
So they're doing the standard rise your head.
This
is a classic from every tournament. Slowly look at the camera. All right. Okay.
Now you look at the camera from
double.
the side.
It's 2 shots.
It's 2 different.
Yeah,
profiles.
they didn't mirror it. Wow. Okay. We're about to watch the most awkward thing in the history of. Here we go. Oh my God.
Did you say my name?
Yes. Yes.
A beautiful turnaround move coming out from
Excellent.
Quinn. Gives him the knuckle crack.
Okay, PieCat looks good.
I mean, he's been doing this forever. PieCat does it. He nails it.
He looks good.
He makes the basics look good.
That is an attractive man, guys. Another attractive man.
We have Zai coming in, still sporting.
They're an attractive team.
Yeah, they got a good team there.
Overall.
I think that helped when they were selling the team.
Dating show.
Look how good we look. Optic Gaming.
I don't like this hairstyle. I like the long hair. I like the long hair on Zai better.
I will have to say, he might have to go a bit shorter if he wants to do the short hair thing.
I think Misery should go completely bald.
Whoa.
He'll
kind of look
completely bald with a beard.
I'm a terrible person because he looked like he'd just be like straight.
Okay, you can stop the clip. Thanks, Eric. Thank you. That was good.
Optic Gaming. The font I'm not appreciative
of. Can I ask you for something, Eric?
That font there at the end also.
Can I ask you for something, Eric? I need you to Google. Misery Dota dad or Misery Dota father, and put that picture up.
Misery Dota dad. I've never heard about
father.
this.
You've never seen? Okay, I think we need the chat to be able to see this, because this is important. So we can talk about it. So Misery's dad is a very mysterious figure, and if you haven't seen what he looks like, it's everything you've ever imagined.
I mean, I would imagine initially just older Misery.
Well, we'll see. I'm extremely excited to show the chat what this looks like.
Now, while he brings that up, I mean, do we want to like kind of just grade
I'm looking
player
over
intro
so
overall?
I think first I like the music. It's not corny.
I didn't even notice it. So if the music is oh my God.
Oh, he looks like him except older. It's like he's from the future, and he comes back and he's just like,
I've got to tell you about
DC Cup comes in second place.
I have to warn you. About Dota 2, about Dota 3.
His dad is great. If you watch the player profile, his dad's fucking amazing, okay? He is great. So watch the Misery player piece that I think Moose made. It is very good, and you get to watch this beautiful man speak. He looks like a wizard. He's straight out of the fucking Shire.
He looks like if I looked up wisdom in the dictionary, like that's
everything I ever wanted about his father. So
cool.
Okay, so music was good, on point.
Music was not distracting, so I'll give it that.
There was only like on the cringy scale, I would give it like a 0.2. It wasn't great. You know, it wasn't like one of those like amazingly cringy videos.
Yeah,
well, Quinn looks a little awkward, but Quinn looks awkward in anything. You could like
what should the goal of these player intros be? I mean,
they need to either look cool or be funny. I think those are the 2 options, really. You can't go halfway. If it's halfway, then you're cringe.
Yeah. Like some of them, like PieCat look badass, and then others look totally out of place and awkward. Do you think it's on the pose person to just give them something where they can be more, look better? I mean, some people just can't hit
that was actually a solid.
Some people just can't hit a good arm cross.
That was a solid, like, I would say that's a solid, like, 6 or 7 out of 10, I think.
I think that's fair.
5 is, like, the average esports intro. That was better than the average one, but it wasn't, like, amazing.
Not much better. 6 out of 10. I think that's fair. I would give something similar, too. 6 out of 10 for the Manila All-Star player intro.
Yeah.
At least for optics.
Okay. Next one.
Let's get the next clip ready.
Maybe they only showed that. Whoa. Oh, okay.
You fit me, tell me love how you put it on.
What?
Oh my God.
That was awesome. Dude. And this is the same guy.
Oh, wait, one of these moments where it's like, Slacks, can you just do you, man? Just do you, man. I'm going to put you on the stage. I'm going to turn on some music. We're going to get some fans up here. Do you, man. Just go. And do you think he was like awkwardly put in this situation where they're like, look, play the music and do something?
Slacks, they clearly didn't tell him about it or didn't plan anything because he was just like, oh, I'm going to just do something now.
It's kind of weird. It's like, I don't know this guy.
Yeah.
And you're telling me I need to... what would the preparations be?
By the way,
can you dance with
Here's some advice. If you're on stage with someone like Slacks, and this is what generally happens. He does something, and then the host just doesn't know how to play off of it because it's so fucking crazy and weird. And they just end up doing something where I've seen this happen a lot with someone that's next to him. They just describe their reaction to what he does. So sometimes they'll be like, that was really funny, Slacks. You'll see that happen a lot. Or
cool.
In this case, I think the girl says, that was awesome, and then high-fives him. I would just, like, if you really want to be a co-host of Slacks, you got to play off of what he does, and then just don't, like, I mean, you don't need to say, that was awesome. Just let the audience react.
Firstly, if you're a co-host of Slacks, like, already you're just good luck.
Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah.
I think she did a good job.
I want to say that that's
honestly.
not a dig at Slacks, like he's bad to co-host with. It's just that it's a lot.
It's impossible,
Slacks,
yeah.
And like you
can't do anything.
You can't be next to Slacks. Like he's a star. You know, he's the man. It's hard to share.
I don't blame that girl for reacting the way she did. She didn't really know what to do.
Hey, I mean, imagine if that was not anyone but an attractive woman. Really, I wouldn't even know they were on the stage.
I think that audience member. I mean, what are you gonna do, really? I mean, Slacks is trying to dance with you. It's weird.
Do you think he was happy about it? I mean,
yeah, of course.
I'm sure they went home and they were like, I'm
he's
never
gonna
going to shower
He's
again.
gonna shower. He's gonna, or sorry, not shower. He's gonna save the clip.
He's gonna save the clip. He's never gonna wash his clothes.
Yeah.
Smell them every night.
How many do we have left?
Put Slacks on.
We have one left. One clip left from Major All-Stars. Okay, let's go.
All right. This is just the appetizer.
Cuckoo has the funniest voice, by the way.
Hit us.
Hello, guys. All right. DNC's back, bitches.
DNC's back.
So TNC won, I'm guessing.
All right.
This music's
Thank you
hilarious,
so
by the way. I
much.
love this music.
One more time as they make their exit, ladies and gentlemen.
That was
DNC.
so incredibly adorable. I can't even handle it.
So Cuckoo's amazing, by the way. Cuckoo's funny. His voice is funny. Everything about him is great because if you ever watch him playing game, he's like the craziest, most aggressive player ever. I'm not saying anything like crazy right now because everyone that watches Cuckoo understands how he plays, right?
Yeah.
He'll dive in and just have no idea what's going to happen, you know? Just like, I'm just going to go for this kill, whatever, you know? And sometimes he gets out, sometimes he does it, right? But that guy is amazing.
I know I can just imagine him rolling in as like Earthspear or something, just like, TNC's back, bitches.
TNC's back, bitches. What a guy. Oh, my God.
That was amazing. His whole team were
Cuckoo,
just
you're
like,
great.
go.
Cuckoo.
Go.
Yeah,
because they're just like egging him on.
Do you know what a true sight must be like with that guy? I really want them to do a true sight, to make a final of a major, and then there be a true, or TI, and then there be a true sight where we see Cuckoo just in his all his glory. Because they all think he's hilarious. His whole team thinks he's hilarious, and there's probably 99% of the Cuckoo moments we don't get to see because they're hidden, you know? Mm-hmm. So I wish we get a whole show about that guy. Cuckoo is back! Oof, amazing.
They set him up for that one, Thieving at least.
That was
so
great.
TNC won that event, it looked like.
TNC won.
They got no money.
Was Optic in the final?
No money, no points, but maybe they
Who
won
did they play in the
movie?
final? Do we even know? Chat, can you tell us? Who won? Who won in the final?
I didn't even see Virtus Pro at all. So I don't know. Maybe it was them.
Yeah, I don't.
Not them. It was.
I don't know. It was not a minor, guys. It was not for any points. It was just, you know. I'm sure they got an appearance fee or something. Why did Optic fly all the way over there?
I guess TNC's now the hero of that movie that they're making. If the movie's about esports, I guess they're seen as the champions now.
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know what that means.
Okay. So is it time to talk about StarLadder? Let's summarize what happened at StarLadder first.
All right, let's segue into StarLadder.
Mineski making the final.
Mineski going all the way to the final.
I really thought Complexity was going to make the final, to be honest.
Complexity
My boy
also
Swindell.
Going far.
I thought they did really well in the group stage.
Mm-hmm.
Did they beat Navi? They beat Navi and Secret, I think.
They beat Navi, and before that,
maybe not Secret. I don't remember.
Maybe they did beat Secret.
I don't remember. But they were 4-0 or 4-1 or something. They made the semis. They were playing Mineski. I really thought they were going to make the final. We're going to see Swindell playing a final, best of 5 in a minor, but didn't happen. They got the points though. They got some points. Yep. So
I remember through it, Swindell's mentality. They were really rooting for Mineski because then they could just say like they were the second best team. Yeah. So that's what he kept saying.
I don't think Mineski had a very good chance against Liquid. Let's be real. This patch is Liquid's
again.
patch.
We're not here to really dissect the Dota. You know, that's how it happened. That's how it turned out. Congratulations again to Liquid.
Yeah,
pulling away with the big
I'm
win,
wearing a shirt because they
points.
won. It wasn't just a coincidence.
I'm wearing StarLadder shirt because it was a coincidence. No.
All right. So we're doing clips based on categories, right? So
I just put them all together just so we weren't too all over the place. Again, if you guys are just tuning in, we are going to be breaking down everything.
We're breaking down StarLadder.
The show of StarLadder, not the gameplay, not the replays, not who did well because of what draft they had. This was everything that happened before the game, after the game.
Get ready for the memes. Did we get any good memes out of this? I don't think we did, right?
I got to say, this event overall, to me, was just pretty basic. It was probably a well-packaged, basic esport event as far as the show goes. There were some technical
What was the viewer
Everybody
peak?
recognized, the lag was bad, apparently.
What was the viewer peak?
The Observer was bad, apparently.
Oh, yeah, the Observer. Oh, boy.
These were fundamentals that were unfortunate. That are staples to every event that you just should be good. Like, we should have not these kind of problems.
StarLadder has their own observers. I guess they didn't want to pay out for Weppus or Scriff because those guys actually live pretty close
Man,
by.
they must have been sitting back like, oh, we feel much more valuable now.
Weppus and Scriff, two of my favorite guys in the scene.
It's tough for new obs to come into the scene,
Not so easy. Not so easy to do it.
You think it is. Like, I've had, when we did King's Cup, we've had someone be an observer, and, it's good to have that kind of experience where you've
peak
done.
Was 210K.
210K. That must be
Navi versus Secret Game 1,
and
the finals was 170, apparently.
Navi versus Secret could definitely still bring in a crazy draw.
Navi's good, though. It's because Navi's good these days. They've actually been playing well. I wanted to see Navi in the final or something like that, but,
Oh, I'm sure every
and Secret had that guy that looked like Miracle, right? Was it Ace? Is it Ace that looks like Miracle? The player on Secret that looks like Miracle?
I mean, we'll
with
see
the glasses?
soon. We have the intros of those teams and stuff.
Let's go.
Let's start by, let's look over the player intros first.
Player intros.
So we know exactly who's in the event. We've gotten to see one player intro from the previous event, but we'll see what StarLadder has to offer for their player introductions. I don't even remember who the first one is. Oh, VG. VG Gaming's first.
Do the lag.
All right, shots of
Paparazzi. He is our new carry, and he is a very young player. Like his name, he is very handsome, and everyone in the team like him. He is very shy, but in the game he plays very aggressive. Ori, he is our mid player. He is very stable. Can always carry the team. 11. I think he is one of the best offlane player in the world, and he is very funny. Lam, he is our captain and the brain in the team. I think he is the captain we are looking for in the past 2 years. Farrier, he is also an old player, and he is one of the best supports in China, and he always makes some funny in the team when we lost the game. Our goal is gain some LAN experience for our 2 young players and learn something from the other teams and enjoy the game.
All right, now wait for the ending.
Ooh, looking into the camera. There we go.
The look up and into the camera. There it is yet again. Fiji Gaming. All right, so we don't need to watch all of them because there is a very similar pattern.
They're all the same. Okay, so I'll tell you how these are shot. The reason why it's this is because there's only so much time you have on media day.
3-day event.
So it's a 3-day event. You have a media day. They got to shoot all the photos for the grad. They got to get all the information. And then they have to shoot one of these for every team. So what you're going to see is they're going to ask one player to describe everyone. That he's going to be the voiceover. And then they're going to get B-roll of the team walking. So walking and any sort of motion is the B-roll they need. And it's going to be, them walking upstairs, them crossing their arms and turning around, getting close-ups of their feet, of the back of their jersey, of like anything. And then they just cut it together, and then that's what it looks like when you have one day to shoot and edit 8 team intros. So it can't be better than that. Honestly, it could, like, if you had a lot of time, you can make it better than that. But I don't even blame them for that being kind of boring because you can't do that much in one day. I don't blame StarLadder for that, you know?
I mean, you could try to make something unique out of it and do something different from a team introduction, but StarLadder is not known for having that kind of
has 2
extra
weeks,
flavor.
An entire editing team.
Yep.
And we had those really cool musical, like special kind of intros for each team.
Yep.
This we get actually a little bit of a Chinese. Was that a player or a coach?
It must have been either coach or manager,
right? Yeah.
Happened to speak decent English.
Speaking English, talking about a Chinese team. So that part's good.
Nothing too, he's, I think, the best and he's funny. Yeah. It's like you're not getting, maybe you could ask better questions to just get something a bit meatier.
That intro is a solid 5. A 5, maybe a 6.
I want to say, though, I want to watch, if we have to watch one other, can we watch Complexity's player intro,
hit us
Eric?
With Complexities.
That way that it's the same structure, but they found like a good location for them to be able to have the B-roll. And Complexity is a team that's overall very charismatic. They're good on camera, and they can, do some extra stuff. So we could check out Complexity being able to make the basic thing work. It does sound like he needs a bit more time.
Eric says more time, so...
I guess, is there any other notable, player? Because we're going to be talking about player intros through this whole Dota season.
Yeah.
We have, after this HotCox show priority, the next 2 Mondays, we'll have another 2.
Yeah, we're going to do show priority for PGL and then show priority for ESL 1. And the ESL 1 one is the one I really want to see because that's the first major of the season. I want to see what ESL does.
We're holding standards higher.
I know for a fact that ESL... I think they're gonna have something different planned because they're focusing a little bit more on this other stuff that rather than the actual production of they hire out their crew now to produce the event. So I'm excited to see what happens. Go ahead, hit us with the Complexity intro.
Complexity player intro.
This is cool.
It's really cool to play for Complexity. We've been a part of the organization, or at least I've been a part of the organization for a really long time, and they've always been really good to us, and we have a really good relationship. And it's nice to work with people that are professionals, because in a lot of different places in esports, it's not anywhere near. So it's just really cool to work with people that want to know you as people, but also will help you to succeed. I don't really know where to start. My team are a bunch of buffoons. That's why I'm doing the interview, because the rest of them, they can't be serious for the 20 seconds required. They're a great group of guys, and I can't think of anything. The problem is everything that would be funny is not appropriate for this interview. So everyone, we're going to dress up as either Reno 911 or Teletubbies for Halloween. I don't know if that works. I don't really know where to start. I've got a lot of aspirations, and as a team, I think that we all kind of share a common goal, that we want to be the best. I think that's why pretty much everyone plays Dota, and part of the reason we got back together was because we trust each other and we know that every player of this team can be a champion, so that's our goal.
Complexities is one of the better ones. Again, every single team did this.
So they actually filmed it at off location, which is takes a lot of time. You need a camera crew. You need to go somewhere. I thought that was pretty cool. They were talking about goals while playing ice, what's it called? Hockey?
That's skee ball, but what is it?
What the air hockey?
Air
oh
hockey.
My God.
Why'd you do that? You also transplanted
I know.
that.
I didn't know what to say. I don't know what to say. But okay.
I want to do
like
two
jerseys.
Yeah, that was a pretty cool one. They look good. 2 other mentions for player intros that are interesting. I want to say that I felt like Liquids was one of the worst ones.
All right, we're going to watch Liquids after this, but
if you want to get Liquid, only because, I don't know, maybe I'm like over, it's like they are
won
just
TI.
so in chill mode that they even feel awkward answering the questions.
I feel like they could have done something creative with Liquid. Well, one, I really like the beginning with the complexity thing, and it's like hollowed out, and you see their jerseys behind it. That's cool. I like that part. Other than that, it's like a pretty standard intro. I actually like that they went off-site for this. It's really easy to overlook all the like non-Liquid teams.
Yeah,
basically.
you're also doing 8 teams though. There's only 8 possible locations you can think of. So maybe they had some good ones set up for some of the teams, and sometimes they had to settle for something maybe in-house or something.
Yeah, I think that one's like a 6 or 7, I guess.
The Navi one?
We have a very bad rating system, okay? We don't expect a lot out of these. It's a minor. They're shooting all 8, so...
there's going to be one guy out there in Google Sheet, like, tracking them all. Like, okay.
Yeah.
The Navi one, they didn't even do in English at all in the English broadcast. There wasn't even subtitles,
that's fine. Whatever.
I didn't even know. When I tuned that one, I'm like, I don't know what they're talking about. Could be funny stuff or not, but no idea.
I actually like Complexity's team. I think they're going to surprise a lot of people this year. Swindell is very confident as usual, but I think it's a little different. Before it was a little bravado, but I think they actually have quite a good team. They're going to be solid, and when you have a system that rewards consistent placing and qualifying and all that kind of stuff, I think Complexity is actually going to do quite well. They're like one of those teams that tries very hard for every single tournament.
Oh yeah.
And if they get their points and they start rolling, they could get pretty high up there. They just need like 1 or 2 like really big finishes. Yeah. Like they're very close to the finals here. So
this is a huge confidence boost for them, I think, to be able to move forward. And I know they have another event. Maybe it's PGL. I'm not too sure that they are going to be able to kind of get a second one going. Do we want to watch that Liquid player intro still, or do you want to move on from that?
I think let's watch the Liquid intro because I think we want to see these guys.
The Liquid intro.
Hit us with the Liquid intro.
Changed in my team's life. Probably we're a bit more relaxed about tournaments right now, but I think the further the year progresses, we are gonna take it a bit more serious. I think we want to win as many majors as possible. I don't think we set any different goals. I think our ultimate goal is to win a second TI. That's where we're aiming at right now. Life is great. Winning TI is the best. It means a lot to me that you fans are there for me. Honestly, I don't know what to say.
Let's see them all look at the camera. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Look at the camera. Oh, like, draw it out. There we go. All right. Okay, so anytime you got to include a quote, I don't know what to say, in the intro, that is when you know that guy gave you no material.
Yeah.
And it's almost like he's sarcastically talking about winning TI was great. I really appreciate all the like he.
And Matama Man can kind of get away with it, I guess, because it's Matama Man. But it really did feel like they did a great job making it feel like they're like, we're Liquid, we don't fucking care.
And sorry about the lag. All that. That's not our fault. That is the clip itself. We are watching the clip. So whoever clipped it, that's their. Is it their stream or the VOD? I don't even know how. It's the VOD that
these are clips that come from the Dota StarLadder EN channel.
So that was bad. Okay. But what can we really expect again? That's like a 4. I really feel like
music was okay, I guess.
Music was good. I liked the music. I liked some of the shots of the players, but man.
Yeah, pretty basic.
TI winner, man. You're the first tournament with a TI winner. Let's do something more creative than that.
Let's move on from the player
show
intros.
them in a clubbing room just opening champagne properly. They should have. That's what they should have got. They should have gotten champagne.
They should
bottles,
have had champagne even,
and they would have
just that little nod.
Them
to
opening it right and then drinking champagne.
I guess showing drinking on
that
screen
would have been great.
But
you could start out. You think they care about showing drinking? They don't give a fuck.
They definitely could have been a funny poke there. All right, what? I don't even know what the next subsection is of. What is it? Observer fail. Oh, we'll check one clip of this. So there was a big fuss about this observer apparently who was missing a lot of action. I don't know the full situation. I don't know if this was the observer dedicated to the English production. I don't know if he was doing it for both.
All right.
I don't know if this guy's hearing feeds from multiple people and trying to follow the action.
This is a clip. Let's look at the.
It looks like it's just one bad observer clip, if you want to get the idea. But
all right, let's.
And if you don't know, now you know.
It's just mind control showing though, and Mineski, you're kind of thinking maybe we can go for this kill.
Don't do it, dude.
Don't do it.
So he goes.
But they're just
goes right
thinking about it.
And
they're also thinking about top lane. Miracle's thinking about pushing forward.
Bottom. He zoomed out.
Got their own trap set
up
up
again.
Yep, they got a successful scan from the Dire. Miracle still comes forward though and pops the hand of Midas. They do manage to get the kill on the Ruby, but what an arrow! It nailed him, and Miracle somehow managed to get out of that static storm.
Even gonna throw the sun
They
strike.
got the sun strike because he wasn't in the static storm to finish off that Anti-Mage. A blunder at top leads to a kill at bottom for Miracle's Invoker.
He is like mind controlling them into these arrows because he is firing them from vision, and they're still landing.
Well played, William.
Okay. That is the only way that he's going to get that kill.
I've had enough.
With that
I've
arrow.
had enough. That's
I mean,
not that bad.
That's two simultaneous fights,
Yeah,
and you're
come on,
trying
guys.
to, as observer, just predict what's going to be happening first. You can't really
That was okay.
think that quick off your feet.
I heard there was bad observing, but that was not that good of an example of bad observing. So whoever clipped that.
That wasn't one of mine. I did not clip that one. I found that as actually I think I've even found it on
No.
Reddit
These
as
are
one
the
of
top. These are the top clips of bad observing. I think we give this guy a pass on that one. That was okay.
Apparently, he's going to be making a statement or something. He
Ooh,
said he's going to say
I
something.
want to hear that. I want to hear what he has
don't
to say
know.
about it. Because he probably, people were yelling at him. You know, like, oh, I feel
like
bad
I said,
for that guy.
I don't know if he's observing for both of the casts. So maybe he's trying to go off the Russian casters while English is saying something else. Like, I have no idea, but
apparently the observers missed first blood a lot, and people are saying that was a bad example. That wasn't even close to a good example. Okay, well, we're talking about popular clips, so that was a popular clip for some reason. Okay.
Yeah. I don't even know if we should be acknowledging on this show the Observer too much, but I guess it is part of the show. That
it is part of the show. It's important because that's
they're like the cameraman of the show.
You know, like we're doing all the stuff that's outside the game, but obviously the game is more important than anything else. Pretty much, the game is more important than anything that they show outside.
That's why
of the
there's
game,
dozens of other shows and podcasts that will talk about the games and stuff.
You guys can you guys can go over there for those, but let's get out of this category.
Out of this. And is it into interviews?
Interviews.
Okay, so there was a bit of a talk
Let's
here
talk about this first. Okay.
Okay.
So here's my take on it. Okay.
Go ahead.
It is not easy doing stage interviews. That's from someone that's done interviews before.
Mm-hmm.
All of my interviews were done off stage, and it's really easy because I have like 10, 15 minutes. So you just talk to some guy. Eventually, there's going to be some gold moment in a 10-minute interview, usually. If you're on stage for 90 seconds with someone, it is not easy to really talk to them, okay? Nobody does a good job. It's very hard to actually be really engaging, ask good questions, all that kind of stuff. And then you add on to it that this girl was her first time, right? And I think she progressively got quite good better by the end of the
first time
event, right?
In English, at least I know.
Yeah, not her first language. I guess
her first language is also a huge hurdle to consider in all of this.
And then didn't she reply on Reddit? I actually liked her reply. Her reply was great.
Yeah,
wasn't
it seemed
like
like a situation.
Reddit was like hating on her. They were making fun of her, and then she comes in and is just like, "This is my first time." You know what did she say? Do you have like the thing there? But I actually thought she handled that quite well.
Yeah, she tried to nip it in the bud. It seemed like, but. Again, like people were just kind of taking that kind of stuff a bit too ridiculously. I mean, it's a rough start,
Guys,
kind of stuff, but
it's not easy being on stage, asking players. These players they don't want to give you good answers. They're just gonna be like, you know, we won, okay, whatever. You know, they don't care. It's not their job to give a great answer. If you watch pro sports interviews, if you watch the NFL, the NBA, those are the ones that I watch. I don't know about if it works the same in soccer, but we have what's called a sideline reporter who goes and interviews the coach or the players, and they never get anything good. Like 1 out of 100 times they'll get a great answer, but most of the time it's like, we got to play better. We're not executing
I'm
well.
sure those coaches are answering those questions.
They just don't give a
game.
fuck. They don't give a fuck, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, these Dota players aren't going to be any better. They're not more social, you know. So let's hit us with something at the start of the event.
So let's challenge. I'm gonna give a shout out to Mary. I feel bad.
So with all
Mary.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
With all that said, we might say some things criticizing her performance, but let's put all of that in context of the fact that it's her second language, all that kind of stuff. So we said all that. Let's see the first clip.
When and how you decided to use Nature's Prophet as a support? I mean, Seafic has always been a big fan of Nature's Prophet, and since every single player on our team can play that hero, it's just a super versatile pick for us, and we just noticed it was a good game for it, so Moog could play the Winter Wyvern, because that's also something we've been experimenting with.
So it was totally an experiment. Has he tried this hero already, at least in pop games? I mean, Winter Wyvern.
Excuse me, what did you say?
Has he tried Winter Wyvern before, on Screams or something?
Oh yeah, no, we played a lot of Winter Wyvern. I think we played it in official games too. Usually we pick it with Drow Ranger, and it's actually really strong as a core hero, but works just as fine without a Drow Ranger too.
Well, and the last question, is it hard to play when the whole crowd is cheering for Navi, or it motivates you to do it better?
I want to say that it's definitely a plus to have a home crowd like this on your side. Like even when they're losing, even when the game is practically over, we just hear them shouting Navi, Navi. And of course, it motivates us to win even more, but you know, I would like to have that on our side sometime too.
Thank you and congratulations, and we are going back to the panel.
That was actually good.
It wasn't
I
that
like
bad.
that one. He actually gave good answer. Like that last answer was actually quite good. I felt the question about did you guys practice in scrims? That was a bad question because obviously they practice most of the shit that they're doing. But the other two questions were fine.
Just some little basics, really.
Yeah,
like when the interview started, like the funny thing is, like when the interview started, it goes right in, and she just is like, "When? How did I?" Like she went right into the question. It's not like I'm here on stage with blah 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 da da da. You know, there was no introduction. She does it later.
She has good mic distance placement. Let me just say,
the mic to him.
The mic can be. A lot of times interviewers, you know what they do? They do one of these. They go, "How was your day today?"
Get that thing out of my face.
Right in there. Now that's wrong. You don't need to be right up to them. You can get somewhat close to not make them feel like you're kind of shoving it in their face, getting uncomfortable.
And you can't cross yourself up either. Can't do one of these.
Yeah.
So you got
that.
Correct
hand placement.
There is proper mic etiquette here. That you're supposed
she did a good job.
She had that down.
She had good wardrobe.
She looked
great.
What
she was
wearing.
She
looked good. She looked great.
I thought that was fine. I don't know what you guys are complaining about it. So
maybe more clear, slow questions.
Not
like
our first language.
Basic little things. That didn't even seem so bad.
That was okay. That was actually fine. Do we have another one? Do we have one that's like?
I don't even know if there's like one that's worse, to be honest. But we can.
Yeah, hit us with another interview.
Mr. Eric.
Have an additional rule. You can take a tactical pause once per game. And I know you really like it. Why?
Well, the complexity trademark is to look really good, pretty much have the game wrapped up, and then throw and lose. And it's been like 3 years of that.
He is sweating.
So
Holy
usually if we get at that point where it's like, hey, we should win this game,
sweat.
a high percentage. Let's chill and think about it. Make sure we don't do something really stupid. And luckily, you know, we didn't do anything really dumb, so we won. It's all good.
On this event,
that's fine. I don't think there was nothing more special about that clip anyway.
That was fine too.
Yeah.
What? Give us one that's bad. What the fuck?
I don't know if this one's bad, but there's a lot of interesting ones we can move forward to. Can we do because they were talking about the pause thing. Did you hear about this, by the way?
What happened?
So at StarLadder,
they have tactical pause. I know what the
you could have a tactical pause. But apparently, not all the teams really knew about it. Can we look at the GH interview?
Oh yeah, because I think I heard about this. GH didn't know that was possible.
So I don't know. Maybe I don't know if that means just he didn't know. Maybe their coach knew because he didn't have to know. Maybe they all didn't know. They started using those pauses the next game. So, but that was just kind of an interesting moment because it's a great question. I think it's like you'd think that they'd all be educated about. What do you think about this new rule?
So I think tactical pausing. What's the rule? Like you can't do it during a team fight or something. You have to do it.
I have no idea if there's legalities to it.
Someone's about to initiate on you. You can't. Obviously, you can't pause, right?
That's why that rule shouldn't even begin to exist because there's so many like little but not a fight and what not here and not this and
in CS:GO you can only do it between rounds and you can only do it the next you can't do it right to start
rounds in Dota. Like when can you throw in a pause?
Exactly.
When when can you guarantee the momentum?
You could tilt someone.
Is going to be fine. You don't know if the other team is there about to jump you.
You team wipe them and then you just tactical pause and wait. Let them sit there and wait.
Yeah, it's like maybe a momentum killer.
All right, hit us.
Like these new features with coach allowed during the draft and tactical pauses.
Wait, pauses are allowed?
Yeah, you can make a tactical pause once per game.
I had no idea about that, to be honest.
Oh, Well, what about coach?
It's nice because our coaching is always with us, like when we want to draft or when we're thinking of picks. So having
that's just like.
So I think so this is what she could have done. She could have been like, "You're a TI winner. You don't know about the rules of the tournament." Like she can make fun of them, you know. They just won, so you can kind of make fun of them a little bit. But she was just like, "Oh,
ooh, pause." That was awkward. All right,
that's
next
funny.
question.
That wasn't even that bad, honestly. It was fine. That's actually a funny moment.
You know,
it's
it's
like,
funny.
Tactical pauses.
Show the next GH moment. There's another question after this that also has like kind of a funny thing here.
All right.
She asks a fun question, but this is what happens. Something more personal outside Dota.
Sorry, Eric.
Eric is just like, wait, what you want to do?
And you tried ice skating, and you did it for the first time. Can you share your impression?
No, I cannot.
It didn't. It didn't go well, yeah.
For me, it didn't, but I enjoyed it.
She eggs him on
with my team.
Well, I hope you'll tell me about it later, not in front of the camera, and we are going back to our panel.
I felt like she was set up to ask that question.
No, let me just say,
how would she know about that?
Not her fault. She actually did research, found something that was useful and funny and exciting about the player. She asks him about it, and then he's just like, no. So obviously you can't prep him ahead of time. You can't ask him, are you going to answer? Yeah. You got to like go for it.
Yeah.
He doesn't give her anything, but props to her for trying. That was actually a good question. That was a good question.
Yeah. So it's kind of
not her fault.
Props to her. Like two moments there in that one interview. And it's like,
that's
ooh,
funny.
The pause thing, and then the ice skating thing. So I applaud Marie. You know, she fucking.
That was good.
She made it through.
I like the question. It's too bad he didn't answer or do like a ice skating move or something on the
And GH is a very I don't know what happened, but it must have been something pretty embarrassing because he's an outgoing kind of a guy. I figured that'd be something he'd be happy to share.
Has been beaten down. He doesn't want to do anything now. He had to play like 4 months of Earth Spirit in a row.
Oh,
Did you see his playlist? He's just playing Earth Spirit and he's just spamming it over and over again.
What a fantastic hero, by the way.
Yeah.
That sounds like a dream to
me. I think they've told him they told him like, we don't know what's gonna get nerfed, what's gonna get buffed. Earth Spirit's probably still gonna be broken.
Yeah, he's like
no matter what.
He's like the Swiss Army knife of supports. Like he'll be good. It's fine.
So it's such a hard hero to play.
I don't want him to play too much because I like the hero and I don't want him to get nerfed. But I think that's pretty much the end of the interview talk. I felt like, yeah, obviously, bit of a slower start, something new for her English on-stage interview.
Yeah,
a little rough around the edges, but
she can roll a little better with when things go wrong like that. But that's not really the easiest thing to know how to do it.
Yeah, I felt like she did fine compared to like I did the Frankfurt stage interviews. I think I was pretty bad. So I feel like that was not.
We're all terrible with those.
Fine.
So
yeah.
I'm okay with that. I would not be able to do that in Chinese, if my second language for sure.
Hell
so.
no. All right.
So, all right. What's that? What are we moving on to?
Let me see. We're gonna move on and away from interviews, and let me see what I got next here. Looks like we have some arena moments. So some moments that happened outside of the game, maybe more organically inside the actual arena. We could start with the first one here, Eric. So this is after the Liquid versus SG series.
Okay.
And Liquid end up winning that. So this is the handshake moment from that.
Having a much better performance on the Earth Spirit this time around, but it just seemed like SG's draft, this time especially, could not stand toe-to-toe with what Liquid had going.
I mean, in SG, obviously a lot of new faces for them. One of their first lands on sort of a, an international level.
So
they had a great showing earlier in their first series. This series, you can't really hold much against
just
them.
waiting.
So yeah, Liquid, they win, and as winners do traditionally, they head over to the loser booth or the losers area, and they greet them with handshakes. But SG kind of maybe still in the moment, still a bit surreal to them, or some they're not kind of acknowledging Liquid there at all. Some of them not at least.
So that's a probably a stage thing. They could either tell Liquid to wait at the center of the stage and wait for SG to come out to them.
Yeah.
Or they could have someone, tell SG what to do in that situation. But it's awkward. When shaking someone's hand when you're sitting down and they're standing up is just awkward. Like if they're coming, you should probably stand up.
Yeah,
That's
I think so.
They just lost. I don't blame them for not doing whatever. I think it's more like
and
the stage direction.
And that is just simple handshakes, and or an awkward moment like that just comes out from what should be simple handshakes.
That was fine though. That was kind of funny. That like Miracle's like a nice guy. He's just like waiting for the other guy to like notice him. He didn't want to like tap him on the shoulder. By the way, good game. He He was just waiting, so that was fine. That was actually kind of funny. I was laughing that the guy didn't notice them. That the whole team was just lining up waiting there.
So we also have Ice 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 at this event, and as you know, with Daryl and the camera comes an array of various.
Let's see some Ice Ice. I'm excited for this.
Just start plugging away Ice 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 moments. This guy loves.
Marana.
It's Marana now,
camera.
right?
Yeah.
And what Ice has just been playing it a bunch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mostly Ice, yeah.
I thought it wasn't a great hero, but they've been having great success with it.
It's different across each region, right? We've seen like different varieties. Death Prophet and Void being the top ones for China. And I mean, for this region, we saw Nyx Assassin and Marana for SEA. Like NA has been, of course, still the Necro. And
He's so weird, dude.
You could see him like looking out for when he's on camera, and when he's like, "I'm on camera, I gotta do something." And he's like, "My arm's up. I'm just gonna whip a little bit of that." And you don't do that on
I gotta say, those Razer headsets are like so apparent on stream. They're bright green and they're just like gigantic.
I mean, that's Razer.
Get the most out of your product placement.
Go to the next one while we're
next one.
But
next,
Daryl.
Next.
Such a ham.
Huh?
Such a ham.
And then had
I love
to play on the Doomsday. That was the Saturday.
It was like
where
they
a lot
just
of teams
won.
were eliminated, and they themselves
He's so confused.
He's just like, you know, he's not that
they
confused.
have eliminated
He acts like he's that
SG
confused.
He's been playing like
and earlier today in
esports
the
for like 9 years.
In a 3-game series, they eliminated Complexity to take their place here in the Grand Final.
What?
Just go.
They're also ready for this match. They have a chance to already have lost against Team Liquid, which is I think a big plus.
I don't know. I'm glad he's having fun though.
Is that it? Oh, there might be one other. I mean, outside of that, you know, nothing too exciting. You never know. These are the same kind of moments that we have historical moments like Mind Control falling on his bum walking out of the booth. You really never know what's going to happen between the game ending and we go into commercial.
Sub-Zero where he like goes in
Slips
front of
on
him
it? Oh no.
He puts the ice down and he falls. The
That
guy edited in Sub-Zero on that moment. That's a funny gif. Do we have that? How many more do we got?
There's like one more Ice 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 thing. But
Ice Ice Ice. Okay.
I don't even
Hit us
remember
with the
what this
last
one
Ice
is.
Ice Ice moment.
I don't remember what
How
this
do you
is.
use where to get that new Mineski jersey that Ice 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 is wearing? That's a stylish one.
Oh, I'm on Reddit.
He was on Reddit?
Yeah, of course he just staged his computer being on
no.
Reddit.
That was a joke. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I got completely confused there.
Very funny, Daryl. Very funny, Ice Ice Ice. We love to see you on camera.
Checking Reddit during the draft.
He's always a little ham right there.
Are you even allowed to do that? Can you even navigate away from the game? Aren't you not allowed to do that? Shouldn't that be in the rules? You can't like go Google shit or whatever?
Oh, they have coaches up there. They don't have admins up there, Ken. They don't have to look
I
at
don't
that
know,
stuff.
dude. I don't know. It's a minor. It's for points. I know some people might get butthurt about that.
All right, we're gonna move on to now the extra content, if there even was any extra content. Not too much extra content at this event, Ken.
Let's watch it.
It was a very basic event, so they just had more of these like little StarLadder mini intro bumpers with music and B-roll and stuff. So I only want to show like one of these, really.
All right, let's see it. Let's see it.
Maybe two, so we could just see. I hope I didn't mess this link up. I feel like I might have typed something to mess this link up. Is it not working?
Ooh, first link is wrong.
Bad. So let's just imagine there was Monster Cat-like music and B-rolls of players. Let's check this next one out because it's the same idea. But the funny thing about this one is they feature some interesting people. This one they actually feature some of StarLadder's own. So it's like, oh, it's an interesting choice.
Yeah.
They'll keep going into another one.
What? Oh.
Damn. He did pretty good with that. Young Bruno?
Okay, so they're intentionally trying to look
like, hey,
extra serious.
We're StarLadder.
Yeah.
We're pros.
Because that's a
We do
walkie-talkie. It's not a cool piece of equipment at all, and he's like spinning it. You know.
I think that was actually like a wireless mic pack, and he's like, I'm the audio guy.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
You know,
You're right.
I
Yeah.
mic 'em
That's
up.
for the what's it called?
It's kind of cute. It's cool. It's like, you know, we're pros back here. We got cables.
Yeah.
We got mic packs.
I thought that was funny. I thought that was funny.
But so basically, like, mostly there was like felt like 6 different ones of just players like, we're playing Dota and Dota's happening and B-roll and B-roll. You know, it's just like quick, easy filler that they can edit every day from the day before and put in the next day. It's something appeasing besides a weight screen. It's like scraping by, though. You don't have enough time to add in any extra stuff.
No, by the way, the crew of any event loves to be in shit like that.
Oh, yeah.
They love it because they usually don't get to be on camera. So that stuff's funny. I like the guy that's just staring into the camera. I like the guy that's drinking like an energy drink.
Yeah,
right.
Gives them a fun moment.
That's actually kind of funny if they're intentionally trying to look too serious for what they're doing.
Yeah.
Which I think is the point of it. I don't think they're like, oh, we look super cool in this. I think they're trying to be funny. So
yeah, maybe the audience are like, we're StarLadder, we're cool guys. I guess it's fun. It's cute. Now, they did do one piece of what I will say is just like real content. Like they did something actually that's not your basic team B-roll, team intro.
All right, let's watch that. I'm excited for this.
Check it out.
Let's go.
I don't even want to tell you what it is, so you can just take it in.
Alias. One of the memes is about Puppy.
Can you play the beginning again? Yeah. Sorry. I think the beginning is kind of important here, so you might need to go back. Can you just scroll that back to the beginning? Because there's an intro to it.
Okay. Alias, okay.
Team play is good not only in Dota. Let's check how guys from Team Secret and Complexity can support each other in Alias.
One of the memes is about Puppy.
Fight me.
Yeah. TI5 champion captain.
Which one is that? TI5?
PPD? Come on, dude.
I don't remember actually.
EG.
EG captain there? What's it, PPD?
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, what happens when you abandon 2 games?
Low priority.
Yeah.
Easy.
Second place team.
Second place team? Cloud9?
Yeah. The anime that Liquid are obsessed with.
It's probably some Liquid.
Yeah.
Some Kuroko no Basket maybe?
Yeah.
It's right.
Yeah. What do you do when you see a feeder in the game?
Flame.
No.
Flame.
When you see a feeder?
When you see a feeder or a flamer, what do you do?
Report them.
Report them.
Yeah.
Nice.
The nastiest place in Dota that everybody dies in. And everybody fights for it.
Roche. Good.
Roche.
It's a she's a caster. A very popular one. A caster in Dota.
Caster?
Caster. Yeah.
Not Shiva, right?
Yeah. Shiva.
Shiva? She's not a caster. She's a horse. Okay.
Okay. It's like a term for when you kill some hero that's alone on the map, like.
Pick off?
Yeah. Exactly. It's a term when you're starting the game, but you're not in a good place. Like you're
tilted,
out of position.
No. You have the 2 lineups, and it's not going.
Outpicked.
Does it have to be the
outdrafted?
Outdraft, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. This is a game, but it's not Dota. It's a really popular game. It's a new game. New game. Survival game.
PUBG.
Yeah.
Should we get the Rocky theme song?
Is that their cook? That's their cook, right?
Chef Josh.
Chef Josh.
Chef Josh and Kyle now.
If you can hold it, if you can see everything on your screen on the bottom left, what would you have installed? No, would you install? A cheat called a
Fog of War.
No, you can see through the fog of war because you have.
Swindell is like super into it.
Swindell's so
this
mad.
Guy
He's a competitive
picked
guy.
Arc Warden TI. Went to Southeast Asia. Flamed by. He watches lots of anime.
Cloud9. It's
yes.
Why am I blanking?
Are you fucking kidding me? Jackie Mao.
Yes, I know Jackie Mao.
Oh God, I'm skipping.
Oh my God, he's had to
what
skip
is it called
Envy?
when you throw the game.
What?
Twitch spams it. Twitch spams it.
Oh, 3-2.
Thank you. What are you doing? What is the guy running down mid doing?
Feeding.
But.
Intentionally.
Yes.
Intentional feeding.
What is the when you're losing, but then there's like a huge change? What is that?
You're losing, but there's a huge change. Throw?
No. The team that is now winning.
I'm not sure.
Skip.
Oh boy.
The best Warcraft 3 character ever. he had Warglaves?
Illidan.
Thank you.
Oh, Jesus.
Ready, go.
You didn't get.
Okay, so if you're watching
the
game from somewhere else and it's against the rules.
Stream cheating.
Okay.
Ghosting.
The rides a donkey, dresses like Crystal Maiden, goofy dude.
Action slacks.
Yep. Not Artifact, the actual good
Dota 2 card game? Oh, Hearthstone.
Yeah. Alliance.
Navi.
Flamed, got
Loda.
potentially banned by StarLadder for streaming the other day.
Bulldog.
Yeah. When you are able to play a bunch of different things, you have
versatility.
Yes.
Dude, Swindell's like 5.
Swindell's on fire. Holy shit.
If you turn off, is that allowed? If you turn off, no, I can't say that. Okay. Oh, the game that you played before.
Dota 2. Han.
Yep. Okay. Throws arrows, but the original name.
Mirana?
Throws original name.
Priestess of the Moon.
Yeah. Okay. Patches the game.
Jesus.
Changes things.
Vice Frog.
Yeah. If you are versus another team, it is called a what?
A match? A map?
Extended, but
series. That's fine.
We didn't get
you
15.
good. Nice.
Yeah, I'm better at explaining. I'm not
What?
terrible at guessing.
So what is the difference between alias? Is that what it was called?
Yeah.
And catchphrase.
I don't know. I think it's just catchphrase, right? It's
Catchphrase.
it's taboo
it's
or
like
whatever.
You get a word and you have to get the other person to say that word, but you can't say that word or whatever, right?
Yeah, I think like the common game that people play in the U.S. is called Taboo, right? Where
No, I think it's catchphrase.
Yeah, catchphrase.
Yeah,
but you can't say certain things. So if the answer is like Eternal Envy, you can't say Jackie. Like
you can't
Jackie
do,
now
like,
would be one of the words.
Yeah, you can't go rhymes with flacky bow. You can't do that. You can't do stuff like that.
I mean,
Spell
okay,
it.
as someone that's played those games, you blank when the pressure's on. That shit happens.
Yeah.
So I don't even like that guy, Chef Josh, famous for what was he famous for? Like there was when we did the Macho Man, he was trying to get that girl's number. I remember. Do you remember that?
No. I remember the Macho Man, but I don't remember Chef Josh doing it.
At I think it was Hamburg or Frankfurt, we had the Macho Man, and the girl that was judging it, this was like attractive German girl, and she was like judging all their looks, and then when they panned off camera, it was like Chef Josh was like next to her talking to her. I think that's what that's where I remember Chef Josh from.
They did great though. I mean, that was it though. They didn't do any other teams. It's like they just got a hold of those two secret
teams.
members and
I like that
members,
game,
and they're like, let's play alias / catchphrase. And
I like that they tried it.
And did it,
I like that. What'd you say? What'd they say?
Oh, Lyrical said that they did a bit. Name that tune.
Name that
they didn't
tune.
air it live, did they? Oh,
All right, hit us with the name the tune.
Yeah, because I didn't remember seeing this on the broadcast.
All right, what is this?
Everyone in this room is good in Dota, but let's check if they are good in pop music.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Why don't you stay with me?
Oh, I know that one. Yeah, I mean that's "Stay With Me." That's easy.
'Cause you're
all I need. I know that one. Okay, all right.
Ну это Stay. Hurts, по-моему, поет, да? Hurts, Stay.
I can't remember his
So they're
name.
having him
Sam
sing it, and they're
something.
trying to guess what he's listening to.
Отгадал? Отгадал? Все, мне даже не надо слушать, я считаю, что я отгадал.
I know the song, but I don't know the name.
Okay, I got one. He is a good singer.
Yeah, subtitles. This is nice. The effects.
Laugh when you like.
Не имею ни малейшего представления, что это такое.
No idea. Absolutely no idea.
Oh.
And I check it twice.
Наверное, песня называется Check It Twice. Нет? Ну я старался.
Is it Michael Jackson?
Back my love.
Oh, it's Billie Jean.
Oh, Billie Jean. All right, okay. No, is it Billie Jean?
Зачем вы насилуете людей?
Why do you
Зачем
hurt
заставляете
people?
это слушать?
I have no idea for the last one. I think I'm just too distracted by his suit.
I think that was Billie Jean. I'm not too
Yeah, it
sure.
was,
some
yeah.
sort of Michael Jackson.
Oh my
Interesting
goodness.
stuff, Baffic.
Я не знаю, что это. Но это шедеврально.
Did they not air this?
Чуть хуже, чем
They aired it, I think.
I did not see it at all. And there was no post about it. I didn't see clips about it.
Это достойный результат. Поздравляю себя с этим. Спасибо. Спасибо.
Was it released afterward,
Dude,
maybe?
that was fucking hilarious.
That was their best content.
Yeah, that guy was awesome. They did a really good job. Instead of just showing the tune, they had that guy with the headphones, like,
I gotta say,
singing out a tune. That was great.
I don't know if it's him. I don't know if they have like a little team, but
the
they're
effects
smart.
that they did.
Yeah. They also did a lot of fun stuff at our last summit. They came up with their
good.
own shorts and content, and they're a really creative
I
bunch over there.
I like
was
that.
awesome.
They should have aired that. If they didn't, I think they probably did, and we just missed it, maybe.
Dude, I swear I skimmed through. I did not see that, but
most
people probably missed
funny.
it because I didn't see it anywhere on it.
That was
good.
That was a good. That was a good content piece and a good example of what you can do without that much. I don't think they need that much effort. They need to record like that guy singing, put that on the thing, and then just have people listen to it. I like the concept. I thought that was great. I give that one like a 8 or a 9.
I don't know if I want to give it that much. I'd say 7.5 out of 10.
That was good though. I mean, like,
was
with the
good.
resources that what they have, like what they could. We're rating it on a scale. It's curved.
Yeah, it's
you
hard
know?
because like it's a 3-day event. 3-day event, very minimal time for media day. So when you factor that in, I really want to give it a higher score.
Why is he answering everything? Is he just saying yes to everything? Is that what it is? He's too nice?
I mean, props to those guys. If they're trying to ask around, they're always the ones that say, yeah, let's do it.
I still can't believe Chef Josh couldn't guess Eternal Envy.
You said it yourself, man. Sometimes you're on the spot and you just can't think.
Yeah.
You did it to me earlier when we were trying
You know
to
that
think of what the
that
fuck.
SNL skit where they're like, whatever it is, don't say Jackie Chan. You know?
Oh, yeah.
Don't say Jackie Chan. And then it's like in his mind, he's just like, Jackie Mao. He's like, oh my God, who's Jackie Mao? I just don't know who
whose
that is.
name's Jackie? Yeah. All right. So that was it for like a lot of the content.
Okay.
That happened. So when we go out of there, and I keep trying to add comments to this stuff.
We have the ending ceremony.
We get to move on to we
What
can
do we
watch
have?
a little bit of the panel.
Oh, the panel. Let's hit the. Oh, nice. Okay.
It's only
let's watch
the
some panel.
special guests on the panel.
All right. So let's.
Because
we get to watch some Swindell highlights. Is this what it is?
Yeah.
I heard some shit about Swindell being good.
So after Complexity got knocked out of the event, both Swindell, Kyle, and Moo joined the panel, and I want to give them a little bit of love in here. I think they did a great job. The panel, the normal panel, they did fine. It was great. Nothing too exciting happened, so I'm sorry I didn't clip anything from them. But let's check out Swindell and Moo and their time on the
Here
panel.
in Game 1 of the Grand Finals of the StarLadder I-League
This is the intro.
Invitational. And who better to break this game down than the two resident players from Complexity? Hello, Kyle. Hello, Moo. Welcome to the panel.
Dude, Moo looks good.
I mean, you get the honor of breaking this
like
game
an
down.
artist.
That's pretty
He's
high.
like clean shaven. He's looking closer to his mom.
Especially because, you know, Mineski knocked us out. So
why isn't he wearing a jersey?
Swindell has notes in front of him.
3-0 Liquid.
All right, he came more prepared than any of the other analysts.
So I'm rooting for them. But that was a really nice game to watch.
Got the playbook.
There's a lot to say about it.
You want to start from the beginning? We can start at the laning stage because.
Yeah. Well. It's a lot. Like I would start even closer.
Cheever's cosplaying as the desk.
My main point is just Liquid lost all 3 lanes.
Yes.
They had Jakiro Shaker supports against the Clockwork, which is so grim to play. Like I play a lot of Jakiro. It's hard. I play both those heroes. Like Moo's giggling because he knows it's a suffer.
Let's skip ahead to the next clip.
Said, Moo. I heard you say you don't like.
That's them getting on the panel. Now we didn't see Moo talk very much there, but there were a lot of moments when Kyle and Moo got.
Moo
to
looks
have some
good.
fun.
Moo looks like a director. You know what I mean? He's wearing all black. He's got the hair.
He's very suave. I can see that. Very suave looking. But it looked like a nice treat, and it was one of those things where I guess if I'm a host, if I'm like in Cheever's position, it's nice to have them be able to kind of banter and have that kind of connection there to talk about a lot of the stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, we're ready.
Dude, I get you. I was just also really impressed. Mushi and Ice have always been, legends of the scene for a long time. Yeah. And I swear Mushi would be one of the best 3 players in the world if someone else with this little guy on his shoulder was itemizing for him when he played Medusa. Because I swear, it's like Blade Mail into Lincolns, into Manta, into like a BK, and I'm just like, you're not doing any damage, man. And you could see like the Liquid draft here. There's no damage on when the BKBs come out, and it's always going to feel bad. And it's kind of the tell of the game. Everyone on Mineski played well, but I wouldn't say there was really a single MVP. The draft was great, and they executed well. They win the game.
They did indeed.
I don't know if that was the clip. I think that was just great Swindell analysis right there.
Okay.
It's like, okay, he did a
they
good job.
Executed well, and they win the game.
Do the next clip, though. Sorry to keep throwing it right your way, Eric, but the next one I think is the one where it's some of Kyle and Moo. We're not going to show any more after this. This is more just a nice little homage to the player participation on the panel. They added a nice new show element.
They lost all 3 lanes. They're heavily outdrafted, and it still feels like they took the first tier 3.
We're also salty because we lost Mineski.
But then you want Mineski to...
Uh-oh. Rip. All right. Well, what about the next one? The next one I think might even be the last one. Kyle and Moo after game 2. Why don't we try that one out right there? See if that one goes.
Swindell Melons.
Swindell you can put in anything.
Who's better on panel, Swindell or Peter?
Ooh.
Chat. Let me know if...
Yeah.
Okay, hit us. Oh? Was that the first one? All right. If you're in the chat right now, tell us if you think Kyle or PPD is better in the... Oh, God. This is very even. It's like alternating. Swindell, PPD, Melons, PPD, Kyle, Peter.
It's like that appreciation between people who are going to like a lot of that comedy.
Yeah, we need
the
first event to have both on the panel together is critical.
Hopefully,
great, yeah.
Hopefully a future summit, we'll say.
Yeah.
Hit us with the...
It's not only just the trash, it's the amount of tools that like Liquid can find in the trash to use. It's almost like they're sort of sitting in a dumpster, just like finding whatever they want, whereas Mineski's kind of just like in a very nice park.
Well, Liquid
desperately searching for a wrench.
Liquid is the dumpster, and Mineski's in it. You know?
That's
like...
He says it's a straight face.
You have to deal...
Lou's great. They're funny. They were a funny treat on the finals panel. They got to hang out for I think 2 of the post games, and I just want to give a shout out to them for being able to participate. It's not required, and we're not. It's not like I imagine organizers are expecting players to when they finish out.
I think Swindell likes it. Swindell wants to do it.
They love it. They love the camera. They like being themselves out there, and I know if I'm a organizer or producer in any sort of way, I appreciate shit like that. So that's great.
Can we do our You know what we should do?
What?
You know how like all these teams have points to whether they get invited to TI? I think we should have a personality and caster rank that that tallies points for the panels and like events that they cast, and then we'll have one that tries to approximate who gets invited to TI.
You're talking about all these pros, right? Who eventually
pros
don't make it TI and get with
pros and like so Shiver is the host for the finals of the minor, so she gets the points for it. And then let's have a ranking that shows who should get invited to TI, and we'll see if it corresponds, how accurate it is. What do you think?
I don't want to have that kind of power. That's scary, man.
What do you guys think?
Well, let me
Chat,
judge
do you like
my
that?
own future performance.
Do you guys like that? Should we have major and minor talent points? No.
Something to think about for the future, but not something I want to even nearly
have
the power of controlling it all.
Eric, spin it up. Let's go.
It's time to move forward into the show closing.
All right.
Let's get to the show closing of StarLadder, which involves a lot of different things here. We're going to be leading off with the start of the grand finals, the teams walking out, the whole moment of, guys, let's get hyped. It's grand final time. So let's see if we get hyped for it.
Got the trophy. Ooh, that looks nice.
All right, drums. Drums always kind of build up hype.
Dude, this VFX is great.
And this is actually one of the better StarLadder stages I've seen.
Look at that. Did they make this? Wow. Dude, what is that?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Well, we want to try to get that loaded up again because it does eventually go into the team handshakes and stuff. Sorry,
is it
guys,
because the clip page is lagging or something?
Yeah.
Don't blame Eric, guys. That's not his fault. We just have the clip page. That's what we're watching it from. So, if anything, well, I'm not gonna say blame Twitch. I don't really know what the error is there.
Don't find someone. Everyone wants to find someone to blame. Ken, don't do that.
They're saying watch the YouTube VOD. If the YouTube VOD is available.
A YouTube VOD, I don't see. That's the thing is you can't really go on YouTube VODs because they only want to have the in-game action. They don't really include like the award ceremonies and stuff because they shouldn't. They shouldn't, unless it's their own. Unless StarLadder has it.
The walkout and the post game are the most important things because that's when the awkwardness happens.
In this show, of course.
For show priority, this is what we care about.
Because this is what
we don't care about anything that happens in game. I don't even know what happened in game.
I don't know if the grand final was hype. I mean, if it's overall, Liquid pulled it out at the end, but I want to know if people got hype getting into the grand final. Like, was the atmosphere hype?
I think the result in this would only be notable if Liquid did not win, because then Mineski gets a shit ton of points, right? Relative to like.
Yeah, plus probably guaranteed like invites for future events, looking like the team. Yeah,
they would get invited.
They're probably gonna get maybe some invites to some events now.
There's some snowball effect for these teams. If they win the first major, you get more invites to future majors. It's kind of a big deal actually. So starting off strong is very good in this. Like the next minor, the PGL one that's coming up.
Yep.
You got EG playing in that one.
Okay.
And that's most exciting because we don't know what that team looks like at all, right? We watched them in some qualifiers, but who cares about those really?
What else do you expect from PGL though? I mean, this is the company that normally runs all the minors or majors rather from the previous season, right? So what is their expect? Are we going to be? And it's a minor though.
So
wait, is this the one that has an audience or no? It has
the one in Bucharest.
This one coming up, does it have an audience? I heard that there was a PGL minor that has no.
I do not know.
Audience. Maybe chat will know. I think this might be the event where there'll be no audience. Like they're just doing the minor LAN, kind of like how Summit doesn't have an audience. They just have like a. I'm sorry, we should know this a bit better.
We do
not
studying
know
up
through the next week and then analyzing.
It says this one has no audience.
Yeah.
Red Eye hosting, no audience.
Red Eye hosting. So it's got a pretty sick.
But why is it in Bucharest?
Crew, but. Bucharest, because that's where the PGL home base is. So they're probably doing it like we did at TI5 qualifiers.
Oh, okay.
They're going to do it right from that setup probably. I don't know if it's going to look the same, but if you watch TI5 qualifiers, we did that whole hub. That's where Bambo was like doing the dance off with EGM and we were playing. They made like all those like movie moments. Like they're probably going to do it all from those headquarters.
That's kind of cool. I want to see what they do. I think the days are over or not here at this minor where PGL is going to do some like crazy groundbreaking tech. They usually do some sort of like advancement, whether it's sometimes it hits like all their like the multiple lanes at the same time.
That's going to be an interesting show to look at because
sometimes they go overboard. Like the whole like battle view thing was like too crazy, but usually they do something cool. So
we may be looking at more in-game stuff next episode because if they don't have an audience, that means there's not going to be any of those trivias.
No, I think they're going to have stuff. They're going to have. They're not going to have stuff with the audience, but I think they're going to. They have to. Like, what else are they going to do?
Yeah, where are the teams going to be playing at? They're not going to be playing at those headquarters. There was not like a bunch of computers.
They got to have interviews. They got to have content with the teams. Yeah. Maybe they don't have an audience, but they should have some stuff. I think.
I'll be curious to see what that is, and that
maybe it'll be show priority for like 15 minutes. Do we have the walkout loaded up, Eric? Are we ready?
Just that clip, or are none of the videos working?
So the VODs on Twitch are not working.
Okay, so I can look at some of the clips we have. How about? So
give us a trophy. Hit us with a trophy.
Intro. So this is the end. This is the grand finals concluded, and these are some of the moments for Liquid just after they get their win. Let's play that first clip of.
So happy to see Ice.
Someone linked the walkout on YouTube, by the way.
Yeah, back on the stage. Jabs, breakout performance from him.
Oh, God. Jabs really showing
Here comes.
that 2017,
what is that?
2018.
Just confetti that blasted out earlier. They gathered up. Why is Kuro under the desk? Oh, okay.
That's funny.
The best part about this that you guys couldn't see.
They have a nice little Gatorade
and it was actually
moment.
kind of sad. It was like Ice was trying to stop the confetti from getting to his face, so he's using the backpack in front of him.
So Liquid having a little bit of fun, it looked like. Post-event, dumping out some confetti.
They have a theme, like the leaves and stuff, because it's fall. Someone linked, by the way, the YouTube walkout. Oh, because the VOD's deleted. The link's deleted. Huh, interesting. Oh, because our chat auto deletes YouTube links?
Yeah, we don't allow people to just straight up post links in our chat, Ken. That's not...
Clip is fine, so they're complaining about trying a lower quality or something like that. I want to watch the walkout if possible. I'm not in any rush. So
you could try loading it up and turning the quality away from source and maybe just down one notch. I mean, we understand if it's not going to be
Yeah.
HD. There was also reports that this event was only in 720p. That was their highest. Source.
Okay. So let me just tell you that a lot of companies do not have the ability to stream in 1080 if they're using old equipment.
Is this like the case for a lot of Counter-Strike events too?
I think some of ESL events, though I'm not sure if that's the case anymore. But some, like when you buy the like kind of like really expensive switchers and stuff, some of them only do to 720. So, you know, if you want replays, you want some other stuff. Sometimes 720 is the highest.
You have to pay a lot for 1080. But then, how far around the next corner, Ken, is you have to get the 4K?
I think we're quite far away from that. I think 1080 is going to be around.
You don't
for
think
a
there'll
while.
be 4K Dota 2 at all?
I don't think there's a noticeable improvement from 1080 to 4K when you're just Dota 2. Like it's not like a 3D
I'm just
action
speaking
movie.
in terms of like 5 years down the road, we already
have 5 years down the road.
Yeah.
There's gonna be some VR crazy shit that you can watch in VR. But right now, I think. Are you ready?
Shot?
Okay, Eric's ready with the walkout. Let's go.
Let's try. By the way, pretty cool trophy, I guess.
It's a cool trophy. I like the shot going directly into this. This part's really cool. I think, did they make this specifically for this event?
I would imagine so.
Man.
They have their own source filmmaker.
Look at the leaves.
That throws this kind of ambiance together. They get a nice synergy with the lighting, which takes time and testing and programming. So.
Look how many screens that is, Jesus.
The effort is appreciated. Like I said before, this has got to be one of the better stage spectacle setups for StarLadder that I've seen. I've gone to at least 2 or 3 StarLadders.
That's cool. Oh, a skull.
Don't put that in China, all right?
Can't watch it in China.
Look away, VG. All right, bring out the teams. Like that would be great timing.
That's actually
I don't want to be waiting any longer for the teams. So if they come out now, I think they hit a good timing. It looks like they may.
Welcome on stage.
We are welcoming
Team Liquid.
Liquid on stage. They have arguably had the shortest route towards the grand finals after beating
She talked over the in-house announcer. That's funny.
Hey, she could have been cued by the.
Yeah, it's not her fault. I'm just saying it's just funny that she's like not sure whether.
And come back on the final day to beat Team Secret.
Liquid
and they're
alone,
here
like
in the grand finals, a place that they are very familiar with, obviously.
They wave.
TI champions.
Nod and
they are
go to their
looking to assert dominance once
They don't do the thing where they shake hands or
anything?
anything?
Does not look like they're going to be having the teams interact at all at the beginning of this. Do you like that? Do you think the teams should have like a moment together? The captains
I like when they bring them both out and they stand there.
Oh,
I
like
that.
TI, right? They have them like line up and face each other, come together, shake, walk away, kind of a thing.
They are waiting for their opponents.
Oh, not sit down yet. Oh no, now sit down. They have to sit down at the same time.
Mineski is here. Southeast Asia Pride. They took an arguably longer route to the grand finals, but are here nonetheless. Obviously, they dropped first against Team Liquid, and then had to play on the Doomsday. That is was the Saturday, where a lot of teams were eliminated, and they themselves have eliminated VG Gaming. They have eliminated.
I think Shiver just starts laughing when he drops like this. Watch. She's talking and she just breaks.
In a 3-game series, they eliminated Complexity to take their place here in the grand finals. They are also ready for this match. They have a chance to already have lost against Team Liquid, which is I think a big plus for them to already have played them, and they get.
That was okay.
I mean, if you're not a Dota person and you're tuning into this, Ken, are you getting hyped up for a grand final right now?
No, I think
you're
that's
not, right?
not
It's
the
just kind of.
best.
I think as Dota fans, we're kind of giggling like, oh, we got to see an ice moment. You know, it's whatever we pass by, but no huge grand allure to this is the moment. This is grand finals. This is the first minor of the season. Let's go. Cool visualizations at the beginning, though.
They did what they could. I think. I think that could have been handled better. It's just I didn't have like super high expectation. You know, it wasn't like, oh my god, they're gonna have some sort of light show or crazy. I like the intro. I think the walkout could have been a little bit better. They probably need a stage host or something. you know, one of the. They need to bring the put your cans in the air guy.
That's a Dota Pick Classic, which I
Look
forward to that in the future.
I can't wait for that guy to come back.
But yeah, you know, it's something, but it's hard because they have it's a you know, it's not a native English arena. Normally, all that stuff. They even I imagine the casters are done. Not English is not over the PA.
Yeah, and the players, they don't know what to do if you don't tell them exactly what to do. So they're going to be milling around. They're kind of looking awkward.
I mean, their instructions were clear. It was, can you guys go up on stage, wait till you're all together, wave, nod, go back to your chairs. Don't sit right away. Wait till you're all there. We'll give you the cue. Now sit down.
Okay.
And that's like.
And some of you guys in chat and watching this might seem like we're being nitpicky about a lot of stuff, but we don't really have anything else to talk about. This is what we need to be nitpicky about. This is like we're talking about non-show stuff, you know, and you know, not saying that like, you know, we're not gonna have errors when we run.
Yeah. Oh, I can't wait to talk about everything that went wrong. We get to
we're gonna do our own one.
We have director's commentary where we're
gonna
talk about all of the mess ups,
all the shitty stuff that we do. Okay. Do we have any other clips? Is this the last?
No, that was oh wait, yeah, because we already showed the trophy dumping.
Yeah.
Is there anything else? Yeah, I mean, really, they just had some B-roll of Liquid hanging out with the fans, signing autographs to close things out. It was a very cute.
We probably don't need to see that.
We don't need to see that. And the end was actually very uneventful. It was just like, and we'll see you next time. It went out to StarLadder.
So what's the biggest? What's the takeaway? What's the biggest not like show priority moment of this event? What would you say?
I mean, the thing that jumps to my mind is that music.
So the singing thing, I like the most.
That may or may not have even been in the original show.
I like that the most. That's the best piece of content.
Yeah.
What is the most meme-worthy thing of the entire of the event?
Let's see.
I don't actually think there was anything that was that crazy.
It's like the GH pause is like
the GH.
It's like a
the GH not knowing what the pause was. That's funny.
The intros didn't offer anything of substantial value. The OBS is almost a meme in himself.
The OBS
is almost a meme in himself.
The biggest story is the OBS, depending on what he says. I'm curious as to what he's going to say. So,
again, if I say this name wrong, Mary, she came around, so, you know, she did a stand-up job at the end. That's really about it. I mean, the negativity around the OBS is probably like one of the things that stood out, unfortunately, for this event is like a big highlighting moment outside of all the Dota 2 gameplay and the fact that, yes, Liquid were able to get the repeat and another big LAN win. That's also awesome. But as far as the show goes,
consensus the best team right now? I think yes.
Seems like it until the patch changes, until there's a new meta. That's the feelings. But yeah, I mean, again, let's remember one more time, a 3-day event. Probably, I imagine, a super minimal media day where teams are coming in throughout the day at different times. They're trying to organize it. They're able to get now 2 pieces of really original outside of the tournament pieces of content. They got all the basics done, the player intros, the interviews at the game, the grand final. Everything felt like it just kind of, they got what they needed done.
Yep.
Nothing too more.
They did, they hit right about where we expected. They didn't like really surprise us with anything great, but they didn't like mess up. I didn't see any real like, other than like maybe the OBS.
Some lag apparently at times, and the OBS was really the big 2 negatives that came away from it.
But but let me just say, if they had like a normal, if they didn't have the OBS issues, everyone would be like, yeah, it was okay.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a super memorable. You're not going to be talking about this event like in 6 or 7 months.
After
the
major coming up, people probably will not really remember much of it.
No big mistakes, but nothing really. I would say like it's like a 5.
So why don't we have our live audience letter grade?
Oh, letter grade. Okay, here we go. Here we go. We're gonna have our audience vote on everything other than the game. So vote on non-game stuff. We're gonna vote.
You know, what was the event for you? What was you able to take away from it? Do you think that had a lot of substance, a lot of memes, a lot of things to talk about?
What do you give it?
Anything innovative? Anything new?
A to F? Is that what we're rating them?
I think we're gonna do A to F, just like a school grading system.
And are we doing like
a U.S. school grading system?
Really average or is B average?
I want to say that C should be a true average.
C is true average.
True average.
All right, I'm gonna give this a C+. What do you think?
I would be right there with you.
C+?
That was already in my mind. C+. But I want if we can make a straw poll.
What's Shanghai major?
Of A, B, C,
is Shanghai
D,
major
F?
An F?
Oh, D minus.
A D minus.
No,
D minus.
Gaming Paradise would be an F. Like it didn't happen.
Okay, Gaming Paradise is an F.
Events
Shanghai
that are supposed
major,
to happen and cancel. That's a
Shanghai major
fail.
D minus, or D.
Yeah,
right?
It happened. It passed. It made it through.
What about TI? This past TI.
I would say a B+.
I'm giving this TI a B.
I would say A- for TI 6.
I think TI6 was
I'm trying to create a control here of like all of the
TI6 was an A to A minus, I think.
A to A minus.
I think that one was good. This past TI, I think like a solid B.
Has there ever been an A plus?
A plus.
I don't think so. I mean, people are gonna say TI3 Battle Royale Hell, but it's like this is show priority grading outside the games. Okay,
I'm trying to
not Navi Alliance Grand Final. The show wise,
I don't think anything is really an A plus. I wouldn't give anything an A plus. Trying to think of any CS:GO events that have
Summit
been an A plus.
7 was pretty A plus.
We're gonna give our own event an A plus. No, we can't give our event an A plus. I would give Summit 7 probably like a solid like A minus. I would say.
Yeah, high B.
I like
A.
the stuff that we made, but you know,
we're biased as hell.
Yeah, we're biased.
But we're also
don't take that.
I think we're gonna have to be like hyper critical about ourselves for this upcoming.
We're gonna really go in on ourselves. Yeah, we're gonna go in on ourselves when we do Summit.
Did they get any sort of straw poll out at all or no?
I don't know. I don't know
what
what
they general feedback of people just spamming letter grades, what they may think.
This event from a C to a C plus.
C to a C plus. Again, this is not to say that the
people
working the event
are saying our audio is bad.
People saying our audio is bad
for some. We're not judging audio, guys.
Our audio is a C plus right now.
So, I'm really not taking the OBS into consideration here. I don't think it's a C to a C plus. Outside of if the OBS was in there and you talked about in-game stuff, then it'd probably be lower.
If this event didn't have the catchphrase game and it didn't have the musical kind of
it's a minor. We're rating it according to other minors. It doesn't have the budget of a major. It doesn't have the time of a TI. So we're judging the stuff based on that. I'm not if this was StarLadder's first major and they had a whole week to shoot it, then yeah, we're gonna give it a worse grade because it's like you got to judge it based on the time that they had to edit and shoot and all that stuff. So.
And those future minor competitors are going to be, decent events. We have PGL coming up, and PGL puts on good events. They may not have an audience, but they've put on all the other majors.
And C sounds bad because you don't want to see grading wise.
Yeah.
But if we said this is a 5 or a 6 out of 10, that sounds a lot better than C because C sounds like it's like you suck,
Yeah, and it's
but
just
it's
us.
not. It's like
what do we know?
It's like a 5 or a 6 out of 10 if we were to grade it on a number scale.
Yeah.
Which sounds less offensive than a C. A C sounds like you suck.
Yeah,
I don't know why a C sounds
bad.
But
it's like they got the event and it did everything. It hit all those marks.
Yeah.
I can't fault that. But I'm not going to give them above average.
So we've been on our 90 minutes. 90 minutes. Okay. So
we're gonna do this again.
I think we're done. Yeah. We're next week. Again. Same thing for
next
PGL.
2 weeks.
PGL and then ESL after that. Real excited. I'm excited for those.
Yep. We also have other podcasts still to come. I believe we're going to try to pencil it in at the end of this week. We're going to do another Movie Buffed. If you guys don't know, Movie Buffs are other podcasts that we run where we talk about movies and some gaming movies and stuff. We're going to be talking about the old classic.
We're talking about hackers.
Woo. So some of the older folk out there might know.
Crash Override.
It's a great film. Cool. If you haven't seen it and you're a young buck and you don't even know what the hell it is, I think you should just go back and
you guys should really watch Hackers.
So me, Ken, and Dan are going to be here to talk about Hackers at the end of this week.
Because it's going to have some fun technology stuff in it that is going to be funny in these days when we look at it.
One of those movies that's like, oh, that really where computers
They talk
came
about
from.
Payphones in it. It's like a hack to get a free payphone.
Ancient technology that you think is going to be around forever. But this was fun. Next time we might have Dan, so we'll get a little bit more of the behind the scenes kind of perspective from all this.
Yeah,
like how it must be for the actual crew.
Right, so check us out next time on the Movie Buff Podcast, Hack the Planet. Let's go.
All right, guys. Take care. Thanks for an episode of HotCox. I think this was episode number 8.
We're almost there, man.
We're almost to 10.
All right.
Take care now.
Thank you.